Hello and welcome to the episode number 12. And you know what? We have started a new segment because the fifth test in Manchester has been called off as of now. So we are we have started today with Mr. Inderveer, who is an ardent fan of Punjab Kings. Oops, yes, Punjab Kings, not Kings 11 Punjab anymore. However, however, this is our first episode, and we will be coming with seven more episodes with team preview. Hi, Inderveer. Share your experience as a fan of Punjab Kings, and team like Punjab Kings must must be proud of you because the way you are following with your passion, even they didn't able to win the matches, that much of matches even. Still, you are having that much of passion because we all know that Punjab Kings is having too much of too much of talent. Whatever the situation, yes, and who is back? Manju Bhai, the host. Welcome, Manju Bhai. Yes,
Yeah, it's
Inder, बताइए अपने बारे
episode
में.
number 12. So it is like
Yes.
12 is won by Yuvraj also and Andre Russell also. So we have a combination of both with us. There is Inder, who's a fan of KXIP from Kolkata. So
Yes.
Yes.
So it's a PK, Punjab King.
it's Punjab Kings.
Not Amir Khan wala. Not Amir Khan wala PK.
Yeah.
So yes, इंदर अपने बारे में बताइए थोड़ा सा एग्जैक्टली लोगों को सो दैट लोग समझ सके और आपके जितने फैन फॉलोइंग कनेक्ट हैं पंजाब किंग्स के फॉलोअर्स हम देखते हैं आज सुबह आपने ट्वीट किया था ना कहाँ हो पंजाब फैन आ जाओ
हाँ,
मैंने देखा
हाँ,
यार 38 लाइक्स 45-50 कमेंट मैंने बोला यार सही है बहुत सही यस
है. Like, my name is Inderveer, living in Kolkata, done with all my college and stuff. Recently, I've passed my college, and now I'm looking forward to various like looking forward to other challenges in my life, other goals and objectives I have to complete. And an ardent fan of Kingston Punjab as well from last 13 years. It has been a disappointing, it's always disappointing season for us. Apart from that one in 2014 where we did exceedingly well, but we failed to clinch the silverware. Now let's hope.
Even initial IPL days were really good when the Yuvraj and Sangakkara used to be the captains and they did really good. But again, they always had the talent, but for whatever reason it is, they didn't able to maximize those stuff. Unfortunately.
Also, you'll have to blame the management. You'll have to blame the management because they didn't retain the core. They didn't retain the core players.
And that you can say that you can say same for the DC even RCB somewhere down the line because both these three teams actually shared or relieved so many players that they have done very good for the other teams. But it's a part and partial. Let's not talk about the negativities. Now talk about the Punjab Kings current situation. In the second leg, they are the highest played team with the 8 matches with Delhi Capitals. But the only difference is DC on top and PK right now at number 6 with the 8 points. So what you are and few more changes also had happened because of this second leg situation, World Cup situation. Few people had opted out. Might be some injuries. What do you think exactly the new addition of Abdul Rashid and Nathan Ellis will be doing for PK? Any change in fortune or how you are seeing exactly this particular second leg will go from 9th match till 14th match for PK? How many matches do you think that they can win?
First, I'll talk about the replacements. It's very disappointing to miss out Riley Meredith in particular and Jai Richardson. Riley Meredith because he could have made the difference in UAE conditions. Like he's extremely fast, he's extremely quick. He's someone like not Gay. the Delhi Capitals pacer. He's very quick and he could have rattled few timbers in UAE, but he has pulled out along with Jai. And now talking about the replacements, we have Nathan Ellis. I'll be very honest, I have not seen Nathan Ellis much. I've seen his hat trick. I've seen few of his BBL performances. His action is pretty similar to Scott Coughlan, that guy from New Zealand, famous for some, infamous due to some infamous reasons. He's very popular. And the thing is with Adil Rashid is I feel that Kumble has opened up a spin academy in Punjab Kings, like all left arm spinners. With Adil Rashid, I feel that he went for experience because Bishnoi and Murugan, they are not so experienced, and they both don't have a proper good leg spin, stock ball, which we call it. Need to have a good stock ball. They don't have one. They have googlies, they have flippers. So I guess as a result, he went for Adil Rashid, and I feel Adil Rashid and Nathan Ellis, these two guys are going to be sure shot starters in the 11. I don't think Bishnoi and Murugan are going to get more than 1 or 2 games this season. Adil Rashid will be.
But don't you think that Bishnoi, who did really good in 2020 IPL, he should be because he balled really good in terms of like economy rate and all, and he is a Kumble type of bowler who exactly knows very much that what is the line and length and so on.
So in the 2020 season, Bishnoi was doing well for us. But the thing is, again, in the tournament like IPL, you need to upgrade yourself. You need to you need to come up with a lot of new things, a lot of new deliveries, variations, and stuff. I guess, but Bishnoi didn't do that. As a result, when he came back in the 2021 season, we saw he got benched. He was there at the bench. He was not playing. And later, Kumble revealed the reason was that he was bowling down the leg. His action had changed a bit, and he was not that same bowler which Kumble saw in 2020. Also, I guess all the analysts and all, they figured him out. So probably this was the reason.
So I understand that his action might have been changed, etc., but he never been tanked like Murugan Ashwin did. But he never been tanked. He didn't able to take wicket. I understand about it. But as a 20 years old guy,
how important is it for a leg spinner to bowl a leg spinner? What do you think about it, Inder?
It is important. Like leg spinner, whoever it is, be it a left arm spinner or off spinner, you need to have a good stock ball. That's your go-to ball. That's going to get you wickets. That's your bread and butter. Fine. But the thing is, actually, I'll mention about Shane Warne here. What he says exactly is there are 2 types of spinners. The ones who spin the ball, they are spinners, and the one who don't spin the ball are slow bowlers. So you need to have a good stock ball, and you need to spin it. You need to spin it hard, even if not much. Little much, so that it just beats the edge. You need to have a good leg spin, or else it's very tough to survive in the present cricket, present one-day cricket or T20 cricket.
So, staying with your spin point, what kind of a wicket will help Punjab Kings do well? Out of the venues available, which wickets do you feel will suit Punjab Kings?
Look, we all have seen what happened in the first half. We played at Chennai and we faltered there badly. We couldn't do much. Like it was sort of turning tracks in Chennai, and we were getting out on 100, 110, and we were struggling. So we need kind of hard surfaces. Slow surfaces fine. Slow surfaces will do, but I guess we'll struggle on dry tracks. Hard surfaces will be good enough for us.
So what do you think? Who should be your openers? I think Punjab Kings always is in dilemma that who will be their 1, 2, and 3. Who will be the guy for you?
Now I'll tell you exactly where the problem lies with Punjab Kings or Kings 11 Punjab. The name is changed, everything is changed, but the fortune is similar. Now the thing is that in the first half they opened with KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal, and Gayle used to come at 3, and then Puran used to come at 4. Now the problem is that when you have KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal batting at opening together, they both are right-handers. Fine. So the bowlers, the task is always easy for bowlers to stick to a particular line and length. Fine.
But
And
don't you think that Mayank and KL both plays differently?
no,
Their
I'll
batting
come,
styles are very much different.
no, I'll come to that point. I'll first complete that opening point. So what happens is that it's always easy for the bowlers because both are right-handers. So they stick to one line, one length for right-handers, and then they try to, get them out. And now when you come at Chris Gayle, number 3 and number 4, we have Chris Gayle, who's a lefty. We have Nicholas Puran, who is a lefty. So what happens is that, again, both the left-handers. So the opponent, they introduce off-spinners from the other end, and then they try to get them up. So this is the thing. I mean, left-right combination is required at the top, which is KL Rahul and Chris Gayle opening, Mayank coming in at 3, Puran coming in at 4. This, this order gave us success, and I guess they should get back to this order, or else it's very tough for us.
So for you, it is like left-right combination matters a lot rather than anything else at this moment.
It matters a lot also. Also, the problem is that Chris Gayle, who has opened the innings for the 90% of times in his career, now if you ask him to bat at 3, I mean, okay, he can bat. He will bat. He'll just give you some runs. He'll score some runs. But opening is his forte. If you give him power play, 5 out of 10 games he's going to fire, and that is what we require at the top. Mayank Agarwal can play at 3. He knows how to play at 3, but asking Gayle to play at 3 is, not done. It's his forte. Opening is his
it
forte.
Means that you are going to say that his strike rate may vary. Because when he comes in a top 2, he played different. Even though he defends for 10 balls, but next 5 balls he can hit 3 sixes, and immediately it will 15 ball 18 runs rather than 0 runs 10 balls. I'm just giving the imaginary situation.
Also,
so on the same point, a small follow-up question is, how, as a fan, how big are you on matchups? Because there was a game in Sharjah where Yuzi Chahal bowled the last over to left-handers and they nearly messed up a chase and they got there. So, like, how big are you about matchups, or what is your belief? Just share your opinion.
I couldn't hear you. I mean, there was some network issue or something.
Okay. About matchups, how much do you believe in matchups?
I do believe in matchups. I do. Most of the times I do. I mean, yeah, sometimes like you can think differently, but yeah, matchups, I consider matchups seriously. I take them seriously.
Okay, your top 3 are there. Like, you wanna come like KL Rahul top for sure.
Yeah.
Chris Gayle, Mayank Agarwal, and then I want to know who will be your 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5. Let's talk about the 4, 5. Then I will talk about the 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11. Because I'm just bifurcating into the top order, middle order, all-rounders, wicketkeeper. Although your wicketkeeper open for your team, but again still, and then the spinners or somebody can bat and ball in that thing. So who will be your number 4, number 5, number 6? What I understood, number 4 should be Puran, right?
Yeah, Puran
and
should
then
be
number
at
5.
Hooda should be at 5 and Shahrukh should be at 6. I mean, this has to be a no-brainer.
So you are not giving a chance to another Sarfaraz Khan at all?
No, unfortunately, no.
Okay, and you are giving Hooda a chance a lot, who actually is very famous because I am following him for past 5, 6 or 7, 8 years in IPL. Whenever he played, he start any of the series with bang, and then after his record goes like same as Nitish Rana, who exactly plays first half really well and second half absolutely worse. It's his record for whichever teams he played in last few years. Same condition with the David Hooda. Hooda always started really well in the first 1 or 2 matches, and suddenly he goes haywire.
Yeah.
So still you want to give a chance to him, who has scored around 120 in 8 matches for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to give
Mana, you wanna say that the X factor
chances to
matters a
Huda
lot, right?
and then Shahrukh. What?
You wanna say that X factor because Huda is having that
Yeah.
X factor.
Yeah,
चल गया तो चल गया, नहीं चला तो
Yeah.
फिर मुश्किल है. The X factor matters for you. That's why the reason you wanna keep it. What I feel.
Yeah, surely. Like we did a mistake in the first half is that we brought in Hudda for the Rajasthan game, and he played, I guess, some 60-70. He played a knock of 60-70 runs. That was our first game. And what happened was the management then gave him a longer rope at number 4. So as a result, Puran started to come at 5. So this changed things a bit for Puran. Then he went out of form. But now I hope that management brings Puran at 4, Hudda at 5, and Shahrukh at 6. And Shahrukh is a finisher as well. We have seen I've seen him in Tamil Nadu Premier League as well. And we needed a finisher like Shahrukh Khan. I mean, there were situations where we were, I guess, 89 for 7, 80 for 8. From there, Shahrukh took us to some respectable totals. Also, Shahrukh Khan has that ability to finish to finish the innings. I mean, he's a finisher. He's not getting to play his national game due to our performances, due to our middle order. But he's a finisher, and I guess he'll be a big asset for us.
On the
So
point of finishers, what is the bare minimum you expect from your ideal finisher? Like not considering all the greats who are there, but like in a franchise side, according to your expectations, what should be minimum? What can you do?
Minimum, I mean, are you asking about particular players or are you asking about...
for Punjab, usually Punjab and Delhi are two franchises who lose the game at number 5, 6, 7, and 8. Like they don't have that that firepower to just close it out. Yeah. So what do you feel? Yeah. So what do you feel you have to add for them to actually reach there? Because these critical playoffs, everything. Yes. So
especially in the second leg, Manju Bhai wants to ask that second leg what he wants to add, who will finish the game for you as per the Punjab Kings fans? Who can be that X factor? Is there anyone, or the struggle will be the same this time also?
I don't exactly think so. As I mentioned, Shahrukh is there, and then there are two guys who are exactly, I mean, you cannot count them as finishers. Like someone like, you cannot count them like Hardik Pandya, you cannot count them like Kieron Pollard, but they are decent with the bat. And those two guys are Darshan Nalkande and Harpreet Barar. I mean, from the people we have, from the players we have, those two are the ones I feel can play a major part of that role. If not 100%, I expect them to play 60% of that role.
Here I just want to ask one more question. Shahrukh Khan has scored 107 in 8 matches. Still you want to go with him? It's okay at number 6. And there's one more guy whom I am following from past 5 to 7 years in UP cricket. That is called Saurabh Kumar, who is having a lefty, and he can hit quite a few balls and a very good fielder. So don't you think exactly that this guy also can get a chance? But again, I personally think that he will not get a single chance because especially in IPL, जो दिखता है सो बिकता है, जो नहीं दिखता तो कभी नहीं बिकता है. He did amazing Ranji, he did amazing Vijay Hazare, but again he did a good job for UP even in T20s in a slow wicket. And UAE, whatever you say, it will be a slow wicket. It won't be fast track wicket, but exactly it will be 180, 190 ka matches, hardly 1 or 2. So according to you, there is no chances that these kind of guys who actually did perform well.
When I talk about, I'll touch about few players as well who have missed the bus for us in the past years. The worst part is that these guys, these uncapped guys, be it Ishan, Porel, be it Saurabh Kumar, the worst thing is when you land up with a franchise like Punjab, RCB or Delhi, because these franchises, they want results. They are not in a, I mean, they are not like Rajasthan Royals who will give you games, who will groom you up. What they need is they need instant results from you. And this is the reason I feel sad for Saurabh. I feel sad for Utkarsh. I feel sad for Ishan Porel. I feel sad for
Ishan
Darshan.
Porel. Ishan Porel, who actually I just want to say that Arshdeep Singh got an opportunity because he is having that, again, the X factor that he's a lefty and he can hit a 135, 137. But what we saw, we are talking about in UAE, hard-hitting bowlers can do really well, who can touch 140, and we experienced in the local matches, the National League matches where Porel touched 140 plus, and his line lengths are very, very, very important. He's a very good fielder also. So, is there any opportunity or chances in your book of account? Because I don't know Priti Zinta's team will make him play or not. But what you as a fan in your group, when you talk in your core groups, do you actually think that Porel can get a chance and he's a serious talent?
Now the thing is that now if I make my team for the second half of the IPL, Porel is going to be a sure shot starter there instead of Mohammad Shami. I'll be very honest with you, because
and you want to say that Mohammad Shami hasn't picked an Indian team, World Cup team, but he won't be picked for the IPL second leg.
No, I'm not saying that he won't be picked, but the problem
I'm telling you in your point of view, as a fan point of view.
Maybe wearing the yellow hanky in the Test series really upset Punjab fans. Mohammad Shami running in with the yellow CSK hanky behind.
No, that's not the thing. But the thing is, Shami is a very good bowler for us. He has, won us a lot of games. But the problem with Shami is that it all depends on his day. If he is in rhythm, if he is fit, if he is fine, if he's feeling well, he'll bowl seriously. He'll bowl amazingly.
The super over, I really remember almost every ball is beautiful over. One of Shami's best actually.
Best. Along with Chris Jordan. So, but the thing is that if it's not Shami's day, he'll get whacked for runs. Fine. So the problem with Mohammad, also something which I've noticed with Shami is that he is not, he's not affected by whatever happens in a game. Like you'll always see him chilled out, like results. You won't see that disappointment on his face, which is pretty evident if Bumrah goes for runs, if they do bad.
Since you mentioned now Shami having a bad day, so who will be your additional bowling options so that Shami can only bowl 2 overs and get away? So how will your combination?
Unfortunately, the thing is that he's our only spearhead. He leads our attacks. We don't have anyone of his caliber to bowl in tandem with him and to take that additional pressure, to soak that pressure. So what happens is,
or even if we suppose we say that he does well, picks up an early wicket and you want to save him for the death. So when that slow phase is there, you want to bring in 1 or 2 overs. So what options you consider? Someone who can bat at 6-7, give you a couple of.
As I mentioned, Darshan Alkande, I feel he can bat at that 7. Yeah, he can bat at 7 and he can give you a couple of overs.
So you want to say that you will start with Chris Gayle, KL Rahul, Mayank, Puran, because I'm writing down because we have to give it the description so people can actually go ahead with. और आपके ये पूरन के बाद किसको बोला आपने?
हुड्डा.
पूरन के बाद हुड्डा, okay, and then
शाहरुख.
अच्छा कैसे शाहरुख मतलब इतनी खुश थी प्रीति जिंटा उस टाइम. And then you wanna say that what is the name of this guy from Vidarbha, right? He played for Vidarbha
No, he's from Vidarbha.
What's the name? Darshan
Alkande. It can be anyone. Darshan Alkande, Harpreet, or Jalat Saxena, depending on.
Harpreet Barar is also there, no? Yes, Harpreet Barar is there, who did really good job in the 2 matches. I think he scored a little faster, some 10-15 runs, and
he can be Punjab's version of Jack Leach, who's a better batsman. He can bowl on a 50 paise coin all day, so he has that accuracy.
Seems like लेट्स सी एग्जैक्टली, आई होप इस बार भी ऐसा ही करे, क्योंकि कभी कभी वो आईपीएल का पहला जो लोग अच्छा करते हैं उनके सर पे बैठ जाता है, बहुत जगह हमने देखा है, या सरफराज को देख लो एग्जाम्पल के तौर पर, बोलना नहीं चाहिए बट अगेन इट सीम्स लाइक कि हो सकता है कि लड़का अच्छा करे, सोशल मीडिया पे ज्यादा कम ध्यान दे और क्रिकेट पे ज्यादा ध्यान दे, तो आई थिंक बहुत अच्छा करेगा, जो भी है दैट इज नॉट
And
नन ऑफ आवर बिजनेस.
some good news for Sarfraz is like Ravi Rampaul has made a comeback into the West Indies side.
Yeah.
So okay, so
Hey,
it's not
Sarfraz,
about see, it's not about image anymore. So I think we all should move over from the image, because if we have loved Inzama, we should accept bulky people also on the cricket field. Like Cornwall is celebrated,
and he
then we
improved,
should also
he
encourage
improved a
Sarfraz.
lot. वो उसकी उसके उसके फिटनेस में काफी चेंजेस भी आए हैं अभी, वो पुरानी
Also,
लेगी करना, अंडर 19 में उसको मैंने लेगी करते हुए देखा है, विकेट लेते हुए देखा है, उसने छोड़ दिया, शायद वो एक नेगेटिव रह गया उसके लिए, बट ही डिड रियली गुड फॉर मुंबई इन दिस रणजी एंड ऑल, इट्स अ ड्रीम टाइम फॉर 900 प्लस स्कोर्स हियर इन रणजी.
also,
बट एनीवे,
yeah.
फॉर यू हु विल
Also,
बी द 8 9 10 11?
8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. When I talk about 8, 9, 10, 11, I mentioned last pair was Harpreet Barar or Darshan Alkande. Then 8, 9, 10, 11 is Ellis, Rashid, Porel, and Arshdeep.
अच्छा, you say Ellis, Rashid,
Rashid, Porel, and Arshdeep.
पोरल, अर्शदीप. तो एक बात बताओ, पोरल अर्शदीप अगर खेलते हैं, एग्जांपल मैं गिविंग यू एग्जांपल, पोरल, अर्शदीप और दर्शन या हरदीप, अगर ये तीन खेलते तो मतलब, और एलिस, मतलब आपकी जो बॉलिंग लाइनअप है उसकी तो मंटा धार लगी हुई है, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली एक्सपीरियंस जिस तरह से पंजाब 11 खेलता है, हर बार लास्ट ओवर में जाके वो
हाँ, तो
वो चीजें होती हैं.
इसी लाइनअप को नजर में रखते हुए यही है कि सिंस वी स्पोक अबाउट स्पिनर्स, so like you, which franchise will you play Murugan Ashwin against, and which franchise you like to play Bishnoi against? So something
Again,
like that matchups. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I'll talk
वर्सेस
about.
वाला चीज.
Yeah, again, I'll talk about this matchups. So, I was just checking out. There are 4-5 teams who have 2-3 left-handers in their 11, in their top 5, top 4, 5, 6. So, when this is the situation, we can get in someone like Jalaj Saxena instead of Harpreet Barar or Darshan Alkande. He's an off spinner, and he'll be a good matchup against those lefties. But then there are 2-3 teams who don't have, I mean, those left-handers. They are all right-handers, and also you have to take in consideration some teams, some players who don't play leg spin very well. That was pretty evident from Kumble's strategy against RCB. He used Murugan Ashwin, he used Ravi Bishnoi, and then he got Harpreet Barar. So this everything depends on team and combinations. So where there are more number of left-handers, we might see Jalaj coming in. Where there are more number of right-handers and people who cannot play leg spin, people who cannot play spin properly, we may see Murugan Ashwin and Bishnoi together. So it all depends on teams and.
तो मतलब ये हो गया कि आपकी टीम 11 जो है वो उसमें से 50% लोगों का बेड़ा गर्क हो सकता है.
और
बेड़ा गर्क तो
बेड़ा गर्क का मतलब, सॉरी, बेड़ा गर्क का मतलब हुआ कि 5 मतलब वो 4-5 बंदे खेलेंगे नहीं, उनके बदले रिप्लेसमेंट्स रहेंगे.
नहीं, और
क्योंकि अगर आप 11 में
जलज को जयंत यादव जैसा यूज करेंगे, इंदर को नॉकआउट्स में लाके बड़ी विकेट निकालेंगे, ऐसा उम्मीद करेंगे.
वो तो अच्छी बात है, जलज सक्सेना डिजर्व भी करते हैं, इतने साल से खेल रहे हैं, और इट्स अ वेरी गुड पिक फॉर पंजाब किंग्स. तो अगर ऐसा हो तो अच्छी बात है. लेकिन ये बात आप सोच रहे, मतलब जितने भी लाइक आप सीएसके को देख लो, आप एमआई को देख लो, आप इवन केकेआर को देख लो, जिन्होंने भी 2 बार से ज्यादा मैचेस जीते हैं या टूर्नामेंट जीते हैं, उनमें ये टॉप 11 के कम से कम 8 से 9 तो सर्टेनिटीज होते हैं. लेकिन जब भी किंग्स 11 की बात होती है या पंजाब किंग्स की बात होती है, इनमें बैट्समैन समहाउ डाउन द लाइन सही रहते हैं, बॉलर्स में 2 बॉलर शायद कंफर्म रहे, लेकिन वो जो 5 से 6 बैट्समैन, 4 से 5 प्लेयर्स हैं, उनका थोड़ा सा हर मैचेस में शायद वो 2 प्लेयर्स को चेंज कर देते हैं. So don't you think exactly this mindset? Why I'm asking this question? Because there is a question what Manju sir actually we discussed before, that what do you think about the leadership and your expectations with the leadership of Punjab Kings? I'm talking the leadership, not talking about the management.
इसी संदर्भ में अगर आपको एक सिचुएशन दे रहे हैं, like ओवर 14 to 20 बॉल करने हैं तो आप किन को प्रेफर करोगे या किन को रखोगे फॉर बॉलिंग फ्रॉम योर अटैक?
ओके ओके, उसके पहले एक चीज क्लियर कर दूं कि ये जो लाइनअप है, ये लाइनअप इज टोटली लाइक, ये जो मैंने लाइनअप दिया है ये मेरा लाइनअप है, मतलब व्हाट आई फील कि दिस शुड बी द 11।
एब्सोल्युटली, ये आपकी लाइन होनी चाहिए, तभी तो आप फैन हो ना, आप अच्छे से समझते हो, क्योंकि
हाँ
आपने भी खुद ही बोला है कि मैनेजमेंट की गलती काफी ज्यादा होती है पंजाब 11 में, क्योंकि में इंटरफेरेंस काफी ज्यादा होता
ये
है। तो ये
डिस्क्लेमर
अच्छी बात है कि
इसलिए है
आपकी अपनी टीम
कि सिर्फ आप ही इसको क्लेम कर सकती है, ये डिस्क्लेमर है।
है।
हाँ, तो
सही है।
talking about the leadership point of view, the first thing is that we have always been unlucky with leadership. First, during the first season, we had Yuvraj Singh. He was pretty amazing as a captain. He took us to semi-finals, and then again, management masterclass. They changed. They gave the captaincy to Sangatara. Again,
So
we
Sangwa
faltered.
did a good job, no?
Uh, I guess we lost. I guess we finished sixth or fifth under his tenure in 2009. That was in South Africa. And then again, they gave the captaincy to Mahila in 2010. That was our worst season. We finished seventh.
Then
or eighth.
Sehwag.
And then we
Then
got
from
Adam.
nowhere, Murli Vijay. Murli Vijay also was a captain of your team,
Yeah,
right?
he was in 2016. Then we had, if I talk about settled captains, we had a few settled captains. One was Adam Gilchrist. He was with us for 3 years. And then we had George Bailey. Apart from them, we never had good leaders.
KL Rahul.
Yeah, now we have KL
Settled.
Rahul. Yeah, settled.
He is there for 3 years, no?
Yeah.
And I don't think so that in a mega auction they will going to release them for sure.
No.
No chance.
I am very sure KL Rahul and this entire setup, the entire coaching setup along with Kumble, they are all going to be there. I mean, they are
Should
going
be
to be
there,
there.
yeah, you should trust.
Yeah, so they are going to be there for a pretty long period of time. Now when I talk about leadership, the captaincy, so KL Rahul probably he will learn with time. Everything will come to him slowly with experience.
Okay, fine. Because we have only 5 minutes left, 5 to 6 minutes left. Quick questions to you. Where you are seeing at this moment Punjab Kings?
Where do I see them? Ending at in the
ending. Actually, yes. Out of 6 matches, how many matches you think that you guys gonna do win the matches?
It's all based on my past experience with this team.
No. Leave all past or what happened in the past to the past. Yeah. The team combination you had given, the combination you think exactly, the way Rahul in a form, Mayank in a good spirit, Chris Gayle is doing okay. Porel is not doing that much great in CPL, but again, but because he is getting the match practice well, other players are not having that much. I think it's happening with everyone, apart from the players who is not playing for their nations or somewhere that test matches or somewhere else. But what you think at this moment, where Punjab Kings is staying, or which number they will be ending up with?
We have 6 matches left, and with everything, with the number of with the combination, with the number of players, with the replacements, everything, I see them at least winning 3 to 4 matches from out of 6. Very I see good. Them winning 3 to 4. And if we are lucky enough, we can see them winning more, but 3 to 4 is, I can expect this.
Bare minimum you can expect to do it. I'm really thankful that Inder, and you want to say something to Punjab fans and the management of the Punjab? Please talk your heart out, please. In your own Punjabi language, let them listen that what exactly a Punjab fan wants to say.
Like chadde fatte nab di killi subah jalandhar sham
no, that's
no, he will. I want that to be happening from your way, because I have heard that sometimes when you talk with the Gagan Bhai and all, you had that frustration always that they're lacking some kind of managerial skills. So yes, you have 5 minutes. Please go ahead with your all your suggestions and all in Punjabi. It will be much better and might be possible. Who knows?
Is it compulsory to? Is it compulsory to? is it compulsory? Should I speak Punjabi? Because if like there are
No,
a lot
it's
of
not,
people
because I just
இங்க
चलो फिर
எந்த
हिंदी में
பாஷையிலையும்
हिंदी
எந்த பாஷையிலையும் பேசலாம், हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हो जो आपको कंफर्टेबल है.
नहीं, मेरा कहने का मतलब सिर्फ इतना ही था, बिकॉज जब आप पंजाब की बात करते हो तो एक खून आता है, मतलब एक खौलता है, मतलब इट लगता है कि यार देयर वाज समथिंग, पंजाब में हमेशा ये दम है. वी ऑलवेज, आई एज अ सीएसके फैन और मंजू भाई एज अ आरसीबी एंड सीएसके फैन, बिकॉज यू नो द स्टोरी बिहाइंड. सो वी ऑलवेज फियर दैट यार ये पंजाब वाले कुछ भी कर जाएंगे. और हमारा जो फाइट है वो एमआई के साथ है, और पंजाब के साथ ही कुछ ज्यादा क्रॉस होता है, बाकी सबके साथ इंशाल्लाह होता है. तो एनीवे ठीक है, जो भी है, आप इंग्लिश में कंफर्टेबल हो, आप हिंदी में कंफर्टेबल हो, आप किसी में कंफर्टेबल, नो प्रॉब्लम विद दैट. बट अगर आपका कोई सजेशन है अगले 3 मिनट में, आप अपने फैंस को, मतलब अपने फॉलोअर्स को, अपने पीके के फैन को और मैनेजमेंट को कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं, प्लीज बोल दीजिए.
टू दी फैंस, इतने साल हमने वेट किया, वी हैव बीन वेटिंग फॉर 13 years. So hopefully like इतना खराब हमारे साथ हुआ है और इससे ज्यादा खराब कुछ होगा नहीं. We can hope for the best. We can hope for a title in upcoming 1 or 2 years. We seriously hope for a title with the kind of team we have. We are seriously looking forward to the mega auctions as well. We hope वहाँ पे एक अच्छी टीम बनाए हम and फिर एक title आ जाए. And now to the management, please stick to your plans. No need of chopping and changing so much. Please stick to your plans. No need of chopping and changing. No, also like people who are related to cricket, let them take the charges, let them take the decisions, on-field decisions, to be very honest, to be very precise. And don't, I mean, keep the owners away from choosing the 11. And this is what I can say. And be sensible with your buys in the auction and decisions on field. This is what I want to say.
Thank you so much. In that I can feel that vibe that in you exactly that you have. But again, unfortunately or fortunately, we have. Yes, we should be. I think the fans. Ensure that your fans must be listening this, because your PK fan must listen this, because people generally talk a little bit different talk, but we
Also
mention your
mention your handle also in this, that more people will follow.
Please.
Okay, yeah. So my Twitter handle is Through the Gap, and my name is Inderveer, and my handle is Through the Gap. And Punjab fans, जरूर देखियो इस वीडियो नु, and like करियो, share करियो, subscribe करियो,
subscribe करने को भी बोल दो,
channel subscribe करियो, comment करियो. And our host Falling Sweep, his Twitter handle is Falling Sweep. Do follow him. Saurabh, his Twitter handle is also there. I've just forgot his handle. Do follow him as well.
Sanyal. It's a Saurabh Sanyal. Thank you so much.
Check out their channel as well. They come out with amazing content. And what else? It was amazing to
all from Dil se, yaar. All from Dil se. All from Dil se.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much, Inder, for the good word. And Manju bhai, again, you are back. I really like it. And इसी के साथ हमारा एपिसोड नंबर 12 खत्म होता है, लेकिन हम आ रहे हैं अपने अगले एपिसोड में केकेआर के लिए, केकेआर के साथ. और केकेआर के लिए हमारे पास आएंगे शुभयन. जानते हो ना क्रिक शुभयन को? यस, वही क्रिक शुभयन. वो ब्लू टिक्ड है, उनको क्रिकेट की नॉलेज भी अच्छी खासी है. उनके साथ शायद एक और गेस्ट आएंगे, हम देखेंगे कौन है, अभी कंफर्म नहीं है. लेकिन अगेन, थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन फॉर योर टाइम. And
thank you so
if
much.
you like it,
thank you so much.
Please subscribe us. Thank you so much. Bye bye.